Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again, bringing you another Hearthstone video. I recently brought you a Reno Jackson Paladin video, and this time we're going to be looking at a Reno Jackson Warrior. Now, this is pretty much a control warrior in many ways, running one copy of each of the good control warrior cards, and then filling in the blanks with some other decent cards as well. In order to get Reno's full healing effect, you really want to run only one copy of each card. So you'll see the standard cards in this deck: Shield Slam, Fiery War Axe, Slam, Armor Smith, Cruel Taskmaster, Shield Block, Death Spite, Brawl, Harrison Jones, Lotheb, Sludge Belcher, the Emperor, Justicar. Those are your standard control warrior cards, and then on top of that you've got some other decent cards as well. Revenge. Now some control warriors run it as standard, but in my control warrior deck that I usually use, I don't run Revenge. But there's now room for it in this deck because we're only running one copy of each of the other cards, so it's pretty good. Bouncing Blade. This is a card that saw a little bit of play after it was introduced, and then it sort of disappeared because it's very situational. However, in this deck, it does provide very useful utility if you're trying to deal with one big minion on the board. So it has its value. Just a point of interest here. Justicar True Heart came out from TGT. Really useful in terms of stacking up armor and going into that late game and surviving. So Justicar, I think in most slower warrior decks, is really useful. And just to finish off with the last part of this deck, there's a Shield Maiden, Sylvanas, which are sort of standard warrior cards. Gorehowl, played in some warrior decks, but not in others. It's quite an expensive weapon to play, but it has great utility. It allows you to keep attacking minions on the board time and time again, so it's good. Crush, that's a card you'd never see in Control Warrior, but once again, this is a deck that runs utility. We can afford to run it because we're only running one of each card. It has a place, I think, in this deck, and it can offer you value. Baron Geddon, Dr. Boom, Gromash, and Ysera are again standard control warrior cards. Ysera offers you great late game value. If she can't be answered, then you're more than likely to win the game. And finally, Deathwing. Again, this is something you don't see in most standard control warrior decks, but we have the room. So Deathwing clears the board. Unfortunately, he also clears your hand, and really good for those long games that are going into fatigue where you've used up all of the cards in your hand. Oh, just throw down Deathwing and you win the game. So there he is. He's the ultimate in insurance, I would say. Okay, so we're heading into our first game, testing this deck out. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun testing new decks. And yeah, I think League of Explorers has done a very interesting job at introducing some new cards, some new dynamics, particularly the Discover dynamic, and really emphasizing battle cries, actually. So, Paladin, called Dr. Feelgood. It's an interesting name. Okay. Now, we're testing this deck out on casual mode. I don't tend to test decks out on ranked mode. I do value my rank score. So we test this out on casual. And with casual, though, you never know what you're going to be facing. Because, again, people try out all sorts of strange decks on casual. So you just never know. There's the Fiery War Axe, and that's critical. Yeah, really critical, because we can turn to Fiery War Axe, we can kill the Leper Gnome. We take 4 damage though, which is annoying. So heading into his turn 2, we're already down to 26, so that's slightly scary, I guess. But we have ways to armor up, and he's playing a Tempo Abusive Sergeant with a Secret, so it is Secret's Paladin. Okay. We need to clear the 2-1, I think. I think there's no other consideration. Okay, if it was... What is that secret? If that 2-1 had come back to life, if that was redemption, we'd have been fine with that because the Acolyte can then trade in and we can get at least 2 cards drawn from the Acolyte. Knife Juggler is very interesting. It's like a tempo Knife Juggler. He saw a weapon and he thought, there can't be another weapon. But there is. And Death Spite clearing out the Knife Juggler. Really good. So, Fiery War Axe, Death Spite, exactly what you want to see in the early game against a Paladin here. Really, really useful. Wow. Fel Reaver. Interesting. Well, actually not so interesting for him because I've got a big game hunter. Now, I could... Is there any... No... I was just thinking, could I tank it and use Bash? I don't want to... No. I don't want to tank that. That's really bad. If I tanked it for 4 and used Bash, was the Whirlwind? No, the Whirlwind effect hasn't gone off, so no, that wasn't doable. So that was the right call. I was just trying to see if I could mill him for more cards over a long game, but no, that was fine. And he concedes. I dealt with his Fel Reaver. That was his big threat, and he's probably thinking to himself, no, I can't survive the long game. So yeah, the power of Control Warrior is just tremendous, really. Absolutely tremendous. If you can deal with their big threats, you can play that long game, you can keep armoring up, and you can take them down.
Garrosh versus Jaina.
Okay, so this is a mage now.
Victory or death.
Now, this hand, we're going to keep the Taskmaster, actually. We're going to keep it. It's a 2-drop at least. The trouble with mages, and if it's Tempo Mage, and they usually are Tempo Mages, right? If it's Tempo Mage, we can get burst down very, very quickly. There is that potential, which is a real concern. I've got the Acolyte, though, and I've got Slam, so I've got card draw, plenty of card draw in my hand. That's really good.
Mind if I roll knee?
Oh, Loot Hoarder. This is a Freeze Mage, then. Freeze Mages usually run Loot Hoarder, so this is interesting. Now, I could Slam it, or I could use the Cruel Taskmaster. I think the Taskmaster is the way to go here, because we put a minion down on our board, we kill his 2-1. I think that's strong. You'd possibly want to save the Taskmaster to draw a card from the Acolyte, alternatively save it to enable Execute, or save it for Grommash. But no, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. We've got the initiative. And he's playing Arcane Intellect. So to me, that says Freeze Mage. We've seen a Loot Hoarder. We've seen Arcane Intellect. That says Freeze Mage to me. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think Freeze Mage is a lot harder to take down than Tempo Mage, because a Freeze Mage with a handful of cards will then play the Emperor and get ultra discounts on their spells, play Antonidas, get unlimited fireballs, and then just burst you down after playing Alexstrasza. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of facing Freeze Mages, particularly with this deck because it's slower. Having said that, however, if we get Justicar, we can armor up and put ourselves out of range, and that'd be pretty good. Sorry, excuse me. Alternatively, Reno is very good for healing too. So if it is Freeze Mage, we have a chance here of just, outpacing him with armor and healing. And we have a chance of winning this game. We just need Justicar, I think, to begin with, and then we can just start armoring up every turn. Oh, Flame Waker. So it is Tempo Mage. It was Tempo Mage who was trying to draw cards. Okay, so that's really good for him. Wow. Arcane Missiles on an empty board. He's valuing damage here. He's trying to burst me down as quickly as possible. I think he realises that playing the long game is not worthwhile. And I tend to agree with him. If you're going up against a Control Warrior, you don't want to play the long game. Okay, that's fine. We needed to get rid of the Flame Waker. It's too much of a threat. Not too concerned about those two taunts. Baron Geddon will come down on turn 7. I am concerned about the Azure though. Oh, and another Arcane Missile. Okay, he's being hyper-aggressive here. And do you know what? I don't blame him. He wants to burst me down, and I understand that completely. We have options in our hand. We have a Shredder, which we could use to armor up. Instead, I'm choosing to coin out Geddon, and that is because those taunts are going to annoy me. I'm going to have to invest a couple of turns beating down those taunts, and it could be the 2 turns he needs to kill me. So I'm going to sacrifice Geddon here, and I know he was going to die. That's absolutely fine. And there's another reason for getting Geddon out now. You get him out now because in the late game he damages you as well, negating your armor gain. So it's not ideal. Okay, it's not ideal. Wow. And wow again. Alright, so the taunts return, unfortunately. And I'm at 11 health. He's used a fireball, though. So I can play... What can I play here? I can play Revenge, clear the board. That's pretty strong, actually, as I'm clearing 3 minions at once. But what do I do after that? This is the question. I've got 7 mana. I could Reno. Am I afraid of dying? This is the question. We've seen a fireball. What other burn? He must have more burn in his hand. Alright. We're going to take the risk and pretend that he can't kill us. We've seen 1 fireball. Even if he has a second one, what would he need on turn 8? Fireball, Frostbolt, Ping. What does that do? 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. We would survive on 1 health. And then play Reno. Did I get that right? Yeah, I think so. 10, yeah. 6 plus 3, plus 1, yeah. Oh, there's the second fireball. Does he have the Frostbolt to go with it? Does he have the Frostbolt? This is hilarious. He played Unstable Portal. I'm curious to know what he got from that portal. Oh, Dual Scarab. Oh, wow, okay. Sure. He's about to get a nasty surprise, though, because I have Reno in my hand, and we're going to heal up. And we're going to annoy him by doing this. Ooh, Justicar. Can I armor up? Put myself up to 9? And presume he can't kill me? No. We're not taking the risk. We're not taking the risk. We're going to heal for 25, and we're going to trade. Sure. This deck takes the slow approach. There is no need to rush these games. You can take the slow approach and win. You just make sure that the Tempo Mage uses all of their threats, all of their spells. You armor up, outlast them, win. Wow, Captain Greenskin. And a secret. That's probably Mirror Entity. Oh, Forgotten Torch. Okay. Right, so we need to make a note of that. Playing Forgotten Torch now means he shuffled another direct damage spell back into his deck. So we need to think about that. The animation effect doesn't get pulled off. So we need to remember he's got that damage in his deck from the torch. So we need to trade here.
Hey, give me that.
It isn't Mirror Entity. So what is that secret? Okay. I think here we just armor up. Sure. How is he going to kill us now? We're at 36. We've seen the fireballs. What's he going to do? Honestly, we're not even going to need Deathwing in this game. That's how locked up this game is. Sure. Oh, hello. Dr. Pooh.
Disqualified.
Oh. Vaporize. Oh, from the Dual Scarab. Wow. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. But it's not enough. Because we're going to take it slow, and we're going to get our discounts. And we're at 10. We've got 10 armor. Dr. Boom would have been a nice option there, but I value the discounts. We have a hand full of cards. I value those discounts. And he's going to ping the loot, his own loot order. That's a smart call. It's a really smart call. But no, he realises this game was hopeless. The potential for the Tempo Mage to burst you down is real. It's huge. But we were able to escape there. We were able to escape and armour up. And that game really is a tremendous example of the power of Control Warrior. If that armouring up just keeps going and going, the mage doesn't have the threats. Had it been a freeze mage though, and if we didn't draw Justicar, that game could have been problematic for us, potentially.
I must protect the wild.
Victory or death!
Alright, this is a Druid. Now, we need to be careful. Druids run the combo, obviously, so they can do 14 damage on turn 9. That is quite scary. That's quite scary. But it depends what kind of Druid this is. Is it mid-range? Is it aggressive? Will he play a Leper Gnome here? No, he doesn't. He passes. Maybe it's a standard mid-range Druid. Oh, doing nothing again. Sure, I'll take that. He hasn't drawn very well in this early game, and that's really good for me because I'm just going to keep armoring up. And on turn 6, I'm going to play the Emperor and get those discounts. Yeah, so yeah, sure. Keep doing nothing, Mr. Druid. Keep doing nothing. Oh, Dragon. Wow. Dragon Druid? Is that a thing? Okay, yeah, this is casual mode, so you are going to see lots of interesting decks. Yeah, we've seen a Fel Reaver Paladin, we've seen a Tempo Mage, and now a Dragon Druid. Okay, Bouncing Blade there I think was fine. That taunt was annoying. We had to get rid of it. We really had to get rid of it. Because it's got 6 health, it represents value for him. We'll have to probably make a couple of trades to get rid of it. So playing the blade there, just to nuke it down in one go, was worthwhile. I value drawing cards here with the shield block, because next turn is the Emperor turn. We play the Emperor, we get more value on our cards. We have Justicar in hand too, and that's really good. You see, Druid is a bit like Freeze Mage when you go up against the Control Warrior. If the Warrior can armour up non-stop, the combo does nothing. You know, if you can get 40 armour, what does the combo actually achieve? Nothing. Okay. He played the Ancient of Law there. That's pretty good for him, drawing cards. It was really good for him, actually. But I've countered that with my Emperor, and whilst he draws cards, I discount my cards. Okay, and he's going to tank the Emperor. That's okay. Doesn't have the impact I was hoping for because of the armor that the Druid has. So he's only down to 28, which is fine. And now he's chipping away for 5 at my face. Now, that's dangerous. That's really, really dangerous. So I'm going to draw a card, and I'm going to execute that, committing 2 cards to take down the Ancient. But it's worth it. And there we go, we play 2 cards there. The Armor Smith's pretty good, unless he's got a spell to clear it. If he wants to swipe that Armor Smith, I'm happy. Oh, Blackwing Corruptor, okay, so this is a full-on Dragon Druid. Really interesting, really, really interesting. Huh, this is interesting. We could Grommash here, but if he's got Big Game Hunter, we're in serious trouble, isn't it? We're gonna draw a card, and we're gonna bash it. So once again, we're investing 2 cards to take down his 1 minion there, but it was worthwhile, I think, because we drew, we gained some armor, so we're at 8 health. I think that's with 8 armor, 30 health, so it's 38 total health. He values silencing the Acolyte rather than killing it. That's understandable because you don't want me to draw more cards, so I get that. We have lots of options here. There's Dr. Boom, there is Grommash, there is the Sludge Belcher armor up. Oh, there's so much we can do.
I wonder.
What do I value here? I value... Well, we can forget about the Acolyte. I guess we value gaining some armor here. So I could use Grom to charge in. That'll gain me 1 armor. But no, Belcher is better. Because now he has to make the trades into the Belcher. And I'll gain even more armor. The Belcher can test both minions that he's got on the board. He would need a swipe. He needs a spell. Oh, there's the Azure Drake. Right, let me guess. You got a swipe, right? Azure Drake swipe combo? Sure. Wow. But look at the amount of armor that I'm going to gain from this. Wow. That's pretty good. Oh, there's some more armor. Oh, and even more armor too. I've got 15 armor here. But I've still got to be careful. He's building up a board and he's setting me up for combo. He's got so many cards in hand. Combo has to be on the way soon. So now, where possible, I need to try and armor up every turn, unless I've got a turn that's so good that playing my minions is better than armoring up. Mulch! Wow! Okay. Sure. Okay, that's no good. Okay. That's quite bad, actually. Right, the bombs, unfortunately, the bomb there went face. It didn't kill a minion. Right, where will this one go? Kill a minion. Oh, really? Really? So the boom bots there not doing what I wanted them to do. Really annoying. Okay, combo. I think I need to add up some damage here. Combo is 14, plus everything on board. I presume that's enough to kill me?
I wonder.
No, I don't think it is. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
I have no time
Wait,
for
14,
games.
15, 16, 17, 21. No, I don't think it's enough.
I must choose.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 plus 14. 26. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 36. No, I don't think it was enough on that previous turn. So I think I was safe. Unless I'm doing the math all wrong. But I think I'm safe. I was safe, I should say. I don't think I'm safe anymore, though. I don't think I'm safe anymore to combo. So we have to brawl. Yeah. Alright, let's see what comes out of the brawl. Okay. Not great. Okay. So, combo is 14. He's got 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23. Ooh, Chromagus. Really? Okay, that's interesting. And yeah, he's got Wild Growth. He's got the Chromagus Wild Growth combo. That's actually really strong. It's really, really strong, because if he draws combo, Savage Roar, sorry, he could get 2 Savage Roars or 2 Forces of Nature. That's really strong. Okay, what we can do, though, here is we've got the ability to armor up for 4, or tank up, as it's called. And in doing so, we can kill Chromagus. The question is, what do we do then? What do we do after that? We have to kill Chromagus. That is a given. That card is just too dangerous to leave alive. He's already got value from it, drawing 1 extra copy of a card. We can't give him any more value. Okay. I'm actually going to tank the Drake there. I'm happy to put myself down to 34 health at this point, because he doesn't have a board. Okay, so combo can't kill me. He'd have to build a board up and then play combo to kill me. That's going to take some time. In the meantime, I have Grom, I have Ysera. I have ways to prolong this game. Okay, chill more. So this is not your standard mid-range druid, and I have to stop thinking about it as a standard mid-range druid. He's playing dragons. So I have to assume he has a dragon in hand, right? Do I make that assumption? That he has something like Ysera? You see, that's a game changer. Mid-range druid, aggro druid, they don't usually play cards like Ysera. But this is dragon druid, and he probably does, and I have to account for it. Right, let's do this play instead. Let's put Grom down. Yes. There was a death... Wow, that's pretty good. There was a death rattle. We did get the activation on Gromash, and we just hit him for 10 to the face. So valuable, so much value, so good. Turning his own Chillmore against him there by activating our own Gromash, and he's down to 9 health. Really good. Next turn, we have Lotheb to lock him out of playing spells. So locking him out of combo or whatever it is to clear the board, because at this stage in the game, he's going to be using combo to clear my minions. And Lotheb can lock him out of doing that. That's so important. He values the healing because he wants to stay alive, and he plays the Belcher. Okay, that's pretty strong. Innovate, Belcher, really strong play there. Really strong. It's going to allow him to survive, I think. No, it won't. Yes, it will. No, it won't. Yes, it will. Yeah. I would have to tank the Sludge Belcher, trade in the Juggler into the Slime, and then either go face or trade into the 5/5. Really interesting turn here. Really interesting turn. Quite a complex turn as well, actually. Do I value the damage, or do I value the trade? What do I actually value here? It's close. Okay, so that's happening. We are going to play Lotheb, because I want to block him out of playing spells. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Fine. Go to the face, put him down to 4, block out combo to clear the board. Yep. I don't think he can recover. Oh, maybe he can. Wow. He had to have Big Game Hunter in his hand. It's really interesting. But no, he gives up. Yeah. There was no other way. There's no real way of him winning. I've got the weapon there in play. I've even got a Fiery War Axe. I can keep swinging with the weapon again and again and again. So no, he was out of luck there. We were able to outlast him and to outvalue him.
Versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
Victory or death!
Okay, so a paladin. Now, is the question, what kind of a paladin is this?
Greetings.
Well met.
Okay, well met, sure. Secrets Paladin, great. This will be interesting. I don't know what I prefer, Secrets or mid-range Pally. Both are very effective. I think Secrets Paladin is more dangerous, to be honest. But look at what we're able to do. We're able to armor up every turn. His reaction to that was playing Secrets every turn. What's stronger? I'd venture to say the armor is actually stronger, especially if we're going for that long game. It's going to allow me to survive. Now, here I could equip the Death Spite, or I could armor up, and I think armoring up is better. 6 armor is pretty strong. We're not going to kill that creeper yet with the Death Spite. We want value. Oh, Blessing of Kings. Maybe I should have killed... No, that's fine. Killing the creeper would have done nothing there. He would just have played Kings on... Spectral Spider, perhaps. Yeah. Okay, Sludge Belcher is my automatic reaction, my snap play reaction. Cog Hammer, though, is great value for him. And here you're seeing the power of Secrets Paladin. Getting value from Cog Hammer, getting value from Blessing of Kings, and we've not even procced the secrets yet. So, yeah, Secrets Paladin is not just all about secrets, it's about other things too, other cards that get it great value. Investing 2 cards to kill the Creeper, and it's Avenge, okay, sure. Alright, we've got Death Spite next turn, we can kill the 4-3. The problem is the amount of damage that we're going to be taking. There's 6 damage on board, plus 2 from the weapon, that's 8. Our armour is going to get shredded there, that's really bad for us actually. Okay. However, all that armouring up that we did early on is sort of paying dividends. Wow! And he coins Dr. Boom! Okay, this game just got very interesting. Okay, yeah, it's Noble Sacrifice. That's so powerful. Stopping the 4-3 from getting killed. Thankfully, we had the Big Game Hunter. If we didn't have the BGH in hand there, I think the game would have just been utterly over. Because Boom would just be hitting us for 7 every turn. There'd be no recovery. Even with Reno Jackson, there wouldn't be a recovery because we'd have no way of dealing with Dr. Boom. You need Execute, you need armor and a shield slam. But even getting rid of Boom, we're in serious trouble here because look at the amount of damage on board, and Harrison comes to the party late. There is no weapon in hand now. I was considering Dr. Booming and just activating the Death Rattle on my bombs, as well as his bombs, actually. Yeah, I don't know. He can't kill me, can he? We've seen one Blessing of Kings. He's got 11 damage on board, plus whatever comes out from the Knife Juggler, depending on what he plays. Am I potentially dead to something like a second Blessing of Kings and another minion with a juggle? I don't know. Okay. We're gonna get rid of the bombs. Put ourselves down to 10 health. And we could Grommash here. But if he's got his own Big Game Hunter, we're sort of screwed. But I think we have to do it, because we have to remove his Silverhand Recruit from that board. It just represents too much damage. And there's Tyrion, put your faith in the light. This is really bad for us, because Tyrion kills Grommash, and Tyrion doesn't die. This is really, really bad. Sylvanas doesn't do anything because he'll just kill my Grommash, and then he'll trade. He won't play anything the following turn. He'll just trade. Well, he'll just trade Tyrion into Sylvanas again. I would get Tyrion though at 1 health, right? But then he's probably got like a consecration. Oh, I don't know. Is Sylvanas the play here, or do I just Reno? Or Shield Maiden even? Am I guaranteed to get value out of Sylvanas?
I wonder. I must choose.
Do I want to take the risk of leaving? No. I can't leave myself exposed to Tyrion, plus another Blessing of Kings, plus the consecration. I have to heal. And there's Reno, saving the day, I guess. Okay, Secret Keeper. Do you have a secret? You've got a muster. You've got a hero power. Do you have a secret? No, you don't. Oh, okay. That's the reason why I think Secret Keeper's bad. It's a dead draw there. But now I draw some cards. And look at what I've just drawn. Bouncing Blade. Really interesting. Revenge would be pretty good here if I could draw that. So what do I want to do here? I want to draw, right? Do I want to draw another card? Then that limits what I can play. I've used up 5 mana. Do I want to play Lotheb? He can't kill me next turn, right? Because of Reno's healing. So it's either Lotheb and block out spells, or it's shield block and draw something like Revenge. No, Lotheb's stronger. We want to block out his ability to play a spell and play a card. Okay, he takes out Reno. Reno, yeah, that's sensible. Reno has 6 health. There's Blessing of Kings. Okay, playing Lotheb was smart then, because he's limiting what else he can do on his turn. Sure, he played another dud Secret Keeper, but that's okay. That's not highly threatening to me at the moment. Just counting his board there, it's 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. 16 damage. I'm not dead yet, and I have a hand full of cards. I could brawl this board, you know. I could just brawl it. It's a good brawl. It's a very good brawl. You just hope that a Silverhand recruit survives, basically. Alright. Oh, and he's down to 2 cards, so, and I have a handful of cards. That's great. That's the best result. Sure, he gets the Ashbringer. That's what, 15 damage. I don't care, because I'm going to armor up. There we go. Draw a card. That's not a card that I really want to see at this point in the game. If we're going to fatigue, then I need to outlast the paladin. Okay, sure. Sure. Oh, Armorsmith's pretty good. But is it the right time? Dr. Boom, I think, is safe to play here. Or Ysera is better, maybe. I think either one is good. You see, with Ysera, I draw cards. That's a good card. It's a shame we've already seen Tyrion. If you played Tyrion now, for example, and he's a good counter to something like Ysera, we could return it to hand. Divine Favour. Oh, is that wise, really? I guess it is. If you're a paladin, you're aggressive. You want to put pressure on the board. But he's getting to the point where he may start to fatigue himself if he's not careful. So I can be really sneaky here. I can return the 6/6 to hand. But I think it's better to proc the secrets first. Let's get all of the activations out the way. Let's get the buff, the Avenge, onto the 6/6, because I know it's coming. Yeah, see, look, there it is. Let's get the value onto the 6/6. Sure, whatever, 2/1, don't care. Let's get the value there. Look, it's a 9/8. Now let's return it to hand. And that must feel so bad for the paladin. You know, he just procced his secrets. And we return it to hand. And now look, we get more armor value now. And we draw a card. So Justicar, Ysera combo on the board. A competitive spirit there does nothing. Okay, sure, it kills Justicar, and he can kill Ysera with his weapon, but I'm fine with that. I have had value out of Ysera. I've drawn 2 good Dream cards. Dream was great. Ysera Awakens is probably the best. He's now going to fill his board with stuff, as I like to call it. But whether it's going to be effective or not remains to be seen. I could clear that board with Ysera Awakens, but I'm going to consider waiting. I'm just going to clear. I'm just going to clear with Gorehowl. I'm going to armor up, and I'm just going to say to him, play your threats. Play your threats. I'm playing the Acolyte there. Bit of a controversial call. He's going to try and mill me here. Now I think we should be fine. Oh, okay, no, okay, it was a bad idea. It was a really bad idea. We shouldn't have done that. Oh dear, look at that. Look at that. I wasn't expecting muster. But look, I felt safe doing so, and the reason is, he's still going to fatigue quicker than me. Look at the value on Revenge. We clear those 1/1s from the muster. We deactivate the Divine Shield on the mini-bot. It's really good. Actually, sure, Revenge gets me some value, but there's another card in my hand that gets me even more value. Ysera Awakens. Yep, this is an Awakens turn. Boom.
I can take the hit.
Who am I? None of your business.
I'm not afraid of dying, honestly, because I've got Shield Slam in hand. Actually, playing that Acolyte on that earlier turn was really good, because I've drawn all of these cards. He's going to fatigue faster, I think. And now I've got all of these cards in my hand, which represent options for me. Okay. Sure. What do I want to do here? Do I want to get some more armor? Yeah, I think I do. I think I do.
Brace for impact.
This is our big final push now to outvalue him, I think. Yep, it's redemption, as to be expected, and that's fine. We'll now play Revenge. We'll kill off our Shield Maid in the process, but it doesn't matter because we've got armor.
Almost out of cards.
And now he's almost out of cards. He is going to fatigue faster than me.
None of your business.
Wow. If that card was a secret, he'd be going into fatigue on the next turn. That's really funny. Okay, absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Oh, hello. Do you know, Deathwing coming into play, sort of when you need him, you're almost out of cards, you're going to play all your other cards, and when you've got nothing left, you play Deathwing and win. But no, we don't even need to play Deathwing here. Because what we can do is we can kill the 1/1, and we can bounce him Blades. And kill his 6/6 is his big threat there, right? We can remove it and play a big threat of our own. We can play Dr. 7, otherwise known as Dr. Boom. Well, there's 7 mana left. You may as well play him. Alright, and now the Paladin heading into fatigue. Now I can do something the Paladin can't do. I can armor up, and I can negate some of the fatigue that I'll be facing. Okay, clean kill on the Aldor there. Dr. Boom now is a Silverhand Recruit Slayer. That's pretty good. But it's over, and there it is. We've still got Deathwing, we've still got Sylvanas, and the game's over. Thank you very much for joining me, everyone. That was the Reno Control Warrior. Do take care, and I'll see you all again very soon.